White man in boxing led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, we back. Appreciate everybody for checking in. We're going to talk about Triple G taking on Jaime Munguia. Oscar said they're in negotiations. But first, let's talk about y'all, man. Y'all guy, Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Jarrell Big Baby Miller has, we know, failed a couple drug tests in his career. And now he's enrolled in random drug testing for Vada to prove that he's a clean guy. So let's get to it. Share the video for your boy. And, you know, for him, that's a smart thing to do. I don't know who's going to work with him again. I mean, you know, maybe Demetrius Sautier, whatever his name is, work with him again. But, you know, Bob Brown washed his hands with him after failing the drug test, which he said he took he got popped because of a gas station sex pill. Well, at the end of the day, you got to make sure you watch what you put in your body. You know, these days, ever since Floyd Mayweather, the coward, put random drug testing in because he was scared to fight Manny Pacquiao, that's been a thing. You know, throughout the history of boxing, there's only really been commissioned drug tests that I can remember from. So, you know, commissioned drug tests should be, you know, the only drug test. But, you know, as sports evolve and as medicine evolve, as peds evolve, I think it's the right thing to do to put in USADA and Vada. And, you know, Jarrell Big Baby Miller, we knew he was on something. Somebody, you know, almost 300 pounds or at least 300 pounds throwing all these punches and not getting tired is really unheard of. And, you know, obviously, when you look at peds, everybody thinks steroids make you stronger, but really, it's about increasing recovery and getting those blood pumping through the body and, you know, all that stuff. So it's really about recovery and endurance. You know, a lot of people that ain't worked out don't know the importance of recovery. Just as important to work out and lift the weights and whatever you do, the running, the resistance training, you know, positive and negatives, it's very important that the recovery, you put the right things in your body, and that just freed that process up from, you know, the injuries. And really, when you work out and you lift weights, you run, it's all about tearing the muscle down. The recovery is about, you know, putting the right nutrients and proteins in your body and everything else in your body, so the muscle, when you tear it down, it build back bigger, stronger than ever. And that's really just the basics, or it's really just, you know, what working out is all about recovery. You know, it's all about recovery. It's all about tearing down and building up. The recovery process is more important than the actual, you know, lifting, the running, the punching, because recovery is what makes it stronger. Tearing the muscle down is cool. You know, but if you don't recover and put the right nutrients in your body, then, you know, tearing down ain't going to be for nothing. The muscle not going to grow back bigger and stronger. And, you know, basically that's what Miller was on, endurance, you know. So when he get done working out, you know, or sometimes you could take stuff that make the workout easier, that make you focus, that make you, you know, tear it down the best. And then you put that shit in your ass and then make you recover even better. But, you know, a lot of times he can strengthen your chin. It can strengthen your body, strengthen your core. You know, but it really all about recovery, because when you're training and you're running all those miles and you lifting all those weights, recovery. Because a lot of times once you're doing the same thing over and over again, you're going to get injuries. You're going to get knick-knack injuries. You're going to get the little elbow sprains and, you know, you're going to get all those injuries. So, you know, you got to get something that can get you over the hump. When you're naturally lifting, it takes a long time to really build strength, build endurance, build muscle. You know, build whatever you're looking for. It takes time. All that roids do is curve that scale. So you get bigger, stronger, faster, more athletic, and more time. It was an Olympic. It was a documentary I was watching years ago. I think it might have been about the Canadian team, how they was taking steroids. And I didn't know this is a while ago. I didn't know track and field stars lift weights. You know, I thought running was all about, you know what I'm saying, you know, just endurance and technique, but really they were one of them damn teams was taking steroids and they got busted. But then they was lifting real hard, so I didn't really know. But I'm guessing when you're running, I guess you got to strengthen those quads and those calf muscles to really be fast. But for Miller, you know, it's gonna be hard. I just didn't want them to make him the poster boy, the black man, the poster boy of peds. When we know a lot of these other Pacquiao, a lot of these other Canelo, a lot of other fighters been doing the same thing, but they want to turn the cheek. But I understand when you get caught with all those multiple drugs in your ass the first time, but then again, they tried to ban him. But it's been a lot of guys over the course of boxing that they swept it up and covered it up. But for him to be caught with the most drugs in his body and then turn on the biggest payday with Anthony Joshua. And when you fuck with Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, and certain fighters, Floyd Mayweather, you're going to have to take drug testing. Random drug tests. So I don't know what he was thinking, but it wouldn't have really shocked anybody that knew anything about PEDs. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully do get back in the game. He could be clean. He can make this money. But let's talk about Triple G. Big drama show. I fight Jaime. Jaime not no tough fighter. But apparently it sounds like all indications are pointing towards Triple G not getting the Canelo Alvarez fight in May. And it sounds like Billy Joe Saunders going to get the fight. And pretty much it's to the race for Oscar De La Hoya and Eddie Hearn to make a big fight. So, Oscar want to cash out Jaime. And Eddie Hearn promised Demetrius Andrade a big fight this year. So, really, it's in a race to get Triple G, especially he on the zone and all that. And I just think that Triple G going to take the easiest route possible. All right? He going to take Jaime Munguia unless Eddie Hearn can offer him monumental money to fight Demetrius Andrade. But, a lot of people feel that it's premature for Jaime. But then again, Triple G is going to be, 38, 39 next May? So, and I heard it's the last fight on, for Golden Boy Promotions for Jaime Munguia. So, of course, they're going to try to cash him out. And if I'm Jaime Munguia and I'm Eric Morales and I'm his team, there ain't no point taking that fight. I wouldn't take that fight. You know what I'm saying? He was better off just taking the fight versus some of them dudes at 54. But I'm guessing with Triple G getting older, Jaime probably believe in his chin. Really it's about going to Triple G body, working him. I just don't think Jaime got enough experience. But, maybe Triple G get old overnight. He one of them dudes that depend on his chin. And them dudes that depend on their chin in boxing, they got an expiration date unless they know when to get out the game at once. So, Triple G punch resistance probably ready to go. But then again, he not no Chavez or some of the other dudes that fought real opposition. Triple G fought bums for the majority of his career. So, he a fresher garbage can. Okay, and people pump him up as a pound-for-pound fighter, which he never not was a pound-for-pound fighter. He never beat a pound-for-pound fighter. He never convincingly beat a lot of even a formidable fighter. Obviously, I'll be pushing for Jaime in this fight, but we know what Oscar De La Hoya doing. He cashing out. Racks on racks on racks. And he know that Jaime Munguia gonna get dog walked. He know that, but Oscar just trying to get the most out the less for my Pimp C voice. And with Triple G, he looking for fights with low risk fights with money, with high risk money, with high money. So I ain't mad at Triple G. I think it's a fight that I would tune in for. But I think Jaime is improving versus Eric Morales, but I'm not sure he improved that much under Eric Morales, in my opinion, man, where he ready to take on big drama. So, Triple G, that fight bombs, I big Mexican. He's my Mexican. I don't think he improved that much, but maybe he can shock us. But, I think he should take on like a Dervinchenko or something of that nature. That's who he should be worried about. But he probably not ready for that yet. But, another notch under Triple G's belt. I just want to know how people going to spin it that Triple G is a Hall of Famer. That's what I want to know. How people going to spin it? How is Triple G a Hall of Famer? Please explain it to me, man, because he ain't beat no Hall of Famer. And don't get me, he beat that Canelo bull jive. It was a draw and then he lost. Okay? So, with Jaime, he going to use his jab, use his speed. He got to work up and down, and he got to push Triple G back. Those Eastern Europeans can't function on the back foot. You got to push Triple G back, punches and bunches. You got to work up and down. Keep your jab in his face. Put a stick down his throat. Just keep beating him up. You got to go in there and treat him like an old man. Hit him on his shoulders. Hit him on his elbows. Hit him in the rib cage. Hit him in the chest. But, I'll be pulling for Jaime in that fight. But I think Triple G big drama. So I fights bums. I didn't think much of Jaime, but they paid me $20 million. I fight him. He's a bum. But hey, it'd be interesting, man, to see that go down like Young Jock. But hey, let me know what you think about Oscar De La Hoya saying Jaime Munguia and Triple G is in negotiations. Like Demetrius Andrade gonna be fighting another vagabond coming next fight. And let me know what you think about Jarrell Big Baby Miller enrolling to random Vada drug testing to prove that he's innocent. So don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out anytime. We also got a Facebook group. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, all my social media links there. You want to make a donation to the channel, Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate. Share the video. Let me know what you guys think about the video. One time for the one time. We gone.